Testing. We're here at the United We Stand concert event with all of our stuff. We're going to be on stage here a little bit later. Yeah.
People are not afraid of losing their jobs for a cause. So that's why they're protesting. I think here people are more afraid because we're not used to union.
And who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm Valérie Dufert and I'm the French correspondent for France 24, which is like an international network, like the French BBC. So we are broadcasted worldwide in French, English, and Arabic.
A real camera person. Look at that. And how many people watch your show?
100 million every month.
100 million?
All over the world.
Okay, now this is, I'm being real serious now.
Yes.
What do you think are the main issues that need to be heard that in France they would not be afraid of losing their job for? They would not be afraid of being laid down for?
Maternity leave.
Yeah.
Healthcare for sure. Free education. Free college.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Well, what about the wars? What is France doing in the Middle East? Are they arming anyone? Yeah.
Arming, the rebels in Syria,
They're. Do you think the French people feel any blood on their hands? Any kind of responsibility for the wars in the Middle East?
I don't think French people are aware of that much because it's done in such a political way that we don't really have what to say in that. And we're not very involved in that.
So what was the most recent demonstration that you covered?
I live in the US.
You live in the US?
Yeah. But
so it's been a while since you've really had a chance to film a demonstration?
Yeah, I've been in the US for 5 years.
All right.
No, I was filming a demonstration 2 days ago in Nevada, down at Trump Towers. Trump employees who were protesting 2 days ago.
Nice.
Against Trump.
Right.
His own employees saying that if he wants to make America great again, maybe he should start with his own employees.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't have health insurance, they are paid less, and they don't have any retirement.
So say that again in France. Why do you guys always protest? Why do truckers go out there and shut down the roads? Why do people spray paint all of the cameras that?
Because they think it's their right to protest, and they're the one who's supposed to choose what are the good and bad policies, and they want to take the power in their own hands.
Okay, Valérie. This is over here. Look at who we have here. This is the Libertarian U.S. Senate candidate, Lily Williams, who just walked up, who's going to be here. And Lily?
And my media director, Regan Benson.
And you're
Hi.
You're going to have to hold the microphone. Here, I'll just take this off, and then we don't have to worry about that. Okay. So, Lily, say hello to everybody.
Oh, hello, everybody. We are at the CU Boulder. Exciting event tonight.
What's happening tonight?
Free and equal election presidential debate. You cannot see from media, from major media. It's the minor party candidates, and I think the Constitution Party, Independent, and some other parties. You know, everybody should come.
Yeah. So let me show everybody where we are. Because yesterday I was in Washington, D.C. getting arrested on the Capitol steps to stop the endless war. Lily, I thought I was supposed to start work early for my U.S. Senate job, so I went there early.
Good for you.
And the police didn't want me to start work.
Yeah.
So, hi guys.
Hey, people who are voting for Hillary, just think about it. If you really hate wars, you know, why are you voting for Hillary? She's a war hawk and she's not gonna stop. So I hope you guys understand the truth.
What about Donald Trump?
Oh, Donald Trump, I don't know. I think he talks very tough, and I think I will probably.
Who do you think you're going to vote for?
For me?
Yeah.
Gary Johnson.
And why are you going to vote for Gary Johnson?
Gary Johnson represents 90% of my values on individual liberty, ending corporate welfare, ending the wars, non-interventionism.
Okay, that's enough of a commercial for you.
Why should we vote for Jill Stein?
Why should we vote for Jill Stein? For peace, planet, and people? Because we are not taking special interest money We know that in 20, 30 years, the sea levels are going to rise to 20, 30 feet. That's not going to affect just Americans. That's going to affect Africans. All of the third world countries are going to be affected by this. We shouldn't even call it global warming anymore or climate change. It's environmental destruction. And the only people who are going to fight for that is a Green Party candidate, Jill Stein, and myself, and Margaret Flowers, and others. The other reason, just like what the libertarians will talk about, is we're tired of endless wars and killing innocent people for profit. This is a weapons-based economy. We don't need people to get rich while we're killing innocent people for profit. The inequality gap. We want to steal from the rich and give to the middle class and the poor with free health care and free college and other things. And Jill stands for that. And then the final reason is because, and this is what's important for people around the world to hear on your French television station, is that Americans were always representing white supremacy. The founding fathers were white. The founding fathers did not let women vote. They were slave owners. And that still takes place today. And so how it shows up in America today is we have weaponized police departments. We have the weapons that were in the Iraq War are now given to the police departments in America. I got arrested yesterday in Washington, D.C. 25 police came out to arrest me and 5 other people. When I was in Hofstra and got arrested to open the debates, there were 1,200 police officers to stop people from doing their First Amendment right, freedom of speech. When we were in Washington, when we were at the DNC, that commercial for the Democratic Party in Philadelphia, there was millions of dollars being spent to stop people from shutting it down, from speaking out against what we call the global corporate mafia.
And why wouldn't you support Hillary?
Because Hillary's going to bring endless wars. I was a Democrat. I was an elected official. I campaigned for the man I'm running against. Hillary Clinton promises endless wars. We saw it in WikiLeaks. Hillary Clinton is in bed with Wall Street, the banksters. Not the bankers, the banksters, like gangsters. So she's going to continue the inequality gap. She's going to continue the global warming or the environmental destruction because she's promised fracking, and she's lying about the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Everybody she's hired on her team is going to continue doing the TPP. And Jill Stein and I are not down with the TPP.
And you're not afraid that by being against Hillary, you're going to give some credit to Trump and some votes to Trump?
Are you afraid that your voice isn't getting heard? Are the alternative media that are trying to talk about truth and justice afraid about getting the message out? What, do we have to sell out and be on mainstream television? And I got to go on CNN, you know, the Clinton News Network, in order to get legit? Or does... I know what you're saying, and what I'm trying to do is give people the power to realize that we have the power. We don't have to vote for Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. We don't have to vote for the lesser of two evils, because that's evil. What we have right now is we have to stand. I was with so many millennials this weekend who got arrested with me. We jumped in the reflection pool at the Washington Monument. And you know what I learned in the last 48 hours? Their future is being handed to them by my future and the baby boomers, because we're not fighting. And we have 13 days left to do direct action and to get arrested, shutting it down for the millennials who are going to be handed a planet that has environmental destruction.
I'm here to talk with the millennials too, but for now I didn't see a lot that want to talk about
Yeah, they're falling from the trees. We're on a college campus.
They're all in class.
Talk about politics.
No, they don't want to talk about politics because they've been trained by the mainstream media, by the educational system, to not think about these type of things, because the government is not taking them into the military because we contract military. There's no draft. They don't have to be pilots. They could be drone operators because they've been playing the games, and they could just go and kill somebody 5,000 miles away. But when they start to speak out, they know through WikiLeaks and through Edward Snowden that they hear what we're saying on our video. When I was arrested yesterday, intelligence officers were asking me about what kind of social media I use and what group I'm with and all that, because they want to know who's coming out and speaking out and how we're doing it. They're afraid because of Black Lives Matter. I've been in 6 Black Lives Matters protests. I've laid down in the streets in Washington, D.C. and New York, and I'm a middle-aged white guy.
But the question I have is, like, we're 13 days away. We're here for the free and equal debate, which is very democratic. Where are the million? Well, how come you don't have, the Green Party doesn't have 10 volunteers here cheering and being here to?
Because, well, I think this is the most important thing that pisses me off. The progressives are staying on the couch. The progressives are doing social media, and they're whining and they're bitching. Am I allowed to say that? That's French. They've learned this learned helplessness. And the Green Party, we have Green Party members right here, all right? And but the institutionalized Green Party is the same as any institution. But the people are looking for leaders. And what I'm saying to people is, you are a leader. All you have to do is come out, and you'll find us because we have social media. We are our own journalists. We are our own activists. So I know what you're saying, because I'm going to green exit after this election because the Green Party is not supporting universal health care here in the state of Colorado. And I can't let people who are giving me money, somebody gave me $1,000 yesterday, and they have to know that I'm here to speak the truth. And the truth is, the fight continues. We don't need our party. We need to make sure that our voices are heard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Can we
See
get
you.
some bureau of you?
Yeah. I'm running for U.S. Senate for the Green Party in Colorado.
Okay.
So the whole Colorado.
Okay.
And they were wondering why there's not young people who are in there talking about what's going on in politics. What are you studying here? Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name?
Scott.
Scott.
Yeah.
And what are you, a master's student? Are you a PhD?
I'm an undergrad.
Undergrad in?
Economics.
Okay. This is amazing. All right. Very lucky. All right. This is French television.
Hi, how are you, Scott?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Good.
Have you studied Thomas Piketty at all?
Not yet.
Okay. So what are you thinking about 13 days out from this election?
That's a good question.
Do you know who you're going to vote for president?
No, I don't.
You don't? No. Undecided.
Undecided.
You know, the media is looking for undecided viewers because they haven't been educating people on policy.
Agreed.
They've been educating people on a horse race for 2 years.
Right.
And so now we don't know what they really stand for and what their policy is. Do you know who you're going to vote on any level?
No.
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 And you're smart. You look really freaking smart. Okay?
Yeah. I
All right.
mean, I just feel like we're not educated enough. The media doesn't present the actual issues that we should be worried about. They present more of what we should think of the candidates, and not what we think of the candidates' actual policies and such like that.
What are you worried about?
As far as
What issue do you think that you're not hearing the candidates talk about that you're most worried about?
everything, it seems like they're just rebounding every question towards them. It's foreign policies, undecided, tax returns undecided. It just doesn't seem like we're really getting it straight.
Let me ask you one last question, and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Well, two. One is why are you studying economics?
Because I want to know how the economy works.
Right. And then do you have like where do you hope to see yourself in 10, 15 years from now? Do you worry about college debt?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I do. A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Hell yeah.
All right. So that's a big issue that you're faced with. You could come out of it, you'll have to get a master's degree probably.
Probably.
And you'll come out of college with $150,000 debt. Jobs are $50,000, maybe $60,000, $70,000. So you'll be paying that off for the next 10 or 20 years. I'm sorry to be a buzzkill.
No, that's all right.
You know, I'm trying to win an election so that we could make college free, so we could wipe out college debt.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Jill Stein is also doing the same. So give a look at the Green Party.
Okay.
We're trying to stop global
Cool.
warming, endless
Thank
wars.
you.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you very
Can I
much,
ask you
Scott.
just a question?
Sure.
Are you think you're gonna go to the big one, the two big ones, or more for a third party?
Honestly, at this point, probably more third party.
Yeah, why is that?
It just seems like the two major parties have been kind of overflown with the media and just kind of just quick ballots to make people just vote for their side. The Democrats are just doing things that are making the Democrats go that way. Republicans are just saying things that make the Republicans go that way. And it just seems like there should be more gray area in politics, especially in a democracy like the United States.
And you're not afraid that by doing that you might put Trump in power? That it's risky? Do you think it's risky?
Oh yeah, definitely risky. Yeah.
But you'll take is it worth it to take the risk to change the political landscape?
I don't know, to be honest. Probably not, but
Would I do and
don't know.
where am I going to be?
Is it a big
When I was gonna be on stage
dilemma for you?
And I thought it would be
Dilemma?
kind of ballsy.
yeah, I suppose so.
And ballsy
Yeah, I'm
If,
sorry.
Do you know which which
I did a
third party you
direct
would
action.
vote for or no?
on stage.
Because
I brought all
I
my
don't
peace
know.
posters.
Not off the top of my head.
Can we show them? We call it a direct action in America. You guys call it a normal day in France. All right. So what we're hoping to do is represent the fact that we're killing innocent people. And what we did yesterday in Washington D.C. is we did what's called a die-in, and we put blood on ourselves and we laid down until the police came and took us away. And all we had to do was pay $50, get a citation, rock it out. It was so much fun. We had 20,000 viewers. So this is our new form of having fun, you know? It's like a party everywhere.
Is that campaign 2.0 or?
This is campaign, this is actually, Apple released their Apple 8 to me and the people who are doing this. So if you do this shit, Apple will give you next year's, there's so many benefits that come with this.
But is
Free
it the new way
pizza.
of campaigning?
That's been going on for centuries. That's what Shakespeare did. You tell the irony of what's going on and you use the stage of something symbolic, like the Capitol, like a stage at a university. Because everywhere there's a stage.
Yeah, but for example, you're here and you prefer to do your live than to talk to real people. You think that's more efficient than talking?
I'm talking to about 100 people right now. There will be about 1,000 people. And but you make a great point. I could start talking to real people and try to get them on stage and see if they want to protest. That would be a kind of interesting story, and see how many people want to join in the fight. Would you like that? She's trying to get me to jump off the cliff. I love jumping off the cliff. All right. Even though I don't have the needs for it. And over here, I'm running for U.S. Senate. Hold this selfie stick. You're talking right in here.
Okay.
All right. So this is French television.
Hi.
Only 1 million viewers, I've been told.
Great. 100 million.
100 million viewers. Oh my gosh. 100 million viewers. So what station is this?
France 24. It's like the French BBC.
The French BBC. It's France 24 is interviewing us, Rita, and others. And so tell us, are you students here on campus?
No, we're not actually.
No? What are you doing? Selling drugs or something?
No,
What-
we're high schoolers. We just came to return a few
Yeah.
books to Norland.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So you're high school students. How
Yeah.
old are you, may I ask?
17.
You can't vote.
No,
but we're registered.
I'm getting
Yeah.
goosebumps. All right? No, I really am. I'm going to cry. So you guys, we asked you if you would go up here. You don't even know what we're protesting. Endless war. Who are you voting for? Do you
If I
know?
could vote, I'd vote for Hillary
Hillary? Why would you vote for Hillary?
because Donald Trump is not a good person.
Yeah? Did you think of a third party candidate?
No,
No? Have you heard about any?
not really.
Jill Stein, Green Party candidate, really wonderful person. Arn Menconi, that's me, Green Party, U.S. Senate. You wouldn't mind voting for me, dumb. So what are the issues that you're so outraged about?
I mean, I think for both of us, LGBT rights, that kind of thing.
Talk about that.
There's a lot of gender inequality in like every place. Like a lot of people don't understand like non-binary genders, and especially like also prejudice against women in the workplace. The whole 77 cents for $1.
Can you explain those? Because you're going to have a lot of people hear this. Talk about binary and talk about the 77 cents.
I mean, I think the main thing right now, at least, it's kind of a problem in our high school, is that a lot of teachers and adults don't understand how to use gender-neutral pronouns. For example, they, them, theirs.
Yes. So how do you want to educate people to use they, them, theirs?
It's kind of just like, it's not she or her. So if you don't know anyone's gender, so you gotta
call them they.
Yeah, you
Gotta
can
call them
assume
they. And ask them and find out what they want to use, right?
Yeah.
So be polite, have respect, be mindful. And I never heard this before, 77 cents.
I mean, women on average make a lot less than men. So,
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a white supremacist guy. I don't know anything. All right. So go ahead. 77 cents.
I mean, that just really infuriates me because I feel like women should make just as much as men. Like, why don't we really?
Yeah. Did you know? And I don't want to. I'm hoping you'll go inside with me because there's a stage, and we're speaking, and there's music in there. But the French BBC threw down. They said, "How come you're not talking to real people and students?" And I said, and I just came from Washington, D.C., where I got arrested yesterday, laying down on the Capitol steps. You could show them the anti-war posters, and with 20-something-year-olds to stop endless wars, to stop global warming, to stop racial injustice, and to stop the inequality gap. And I'm doing this as a U.S. Senate candidate for my children who are 10 and 11 years old. Because our generation is the one who's supposed to be fighting, not you guys. And we can't get the baby boomers and the Gen Xers to go up and fight. So I appreciate that if you would come up there and hold some banners here and do that kind of stuff. We're not going to make you get arrested.
Okay. I mean, I'm down. I mean, we should go soon. True.
Well, we can do it now. How much time do you have?
Really not that much.
They want me to be creative. We're artists and we're doing live performances all the time. How much time do you have?
Like 10 minutes tops.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
That's a lot of time. Would you hold a banner in front of the building?
Let's do it. Sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We got Robert, who's the banner. I'll do that in a second. All right. Say your name, please.
I'm Finn.
Finn, thank you.
I'm Addie.
Addie, thank you. I'm Robert. Robert. Hey, Kevin, get over here. What is this, a spectator sport? All right.
Give me a sign.
Everybody, no, you have. He's got two right there.
Okay.
All right. Jeez. Yeah. So look, how old are you, Robert? Oh, Kevin. Sorry, Kevin.
58.
58 years old. All right. See what they're doing here? They're making us protest. Let's get going here. All right. We're gonna walk over to the steps. I know, but people are coming to the steps. Guys, let's go over here. We're gonna make noise by the steps. I'll make all the noise. They're part of the United Nations, and they're being silent about the war in Yemen and how we're arming Saudi Arabia. Okay, we're gonna stand right here, folks. All right. So we want to hold up our signs. We're doing a class 101 class. Would you hold my camera for me? Look, I'm making. How much do you make? Millions?
Oh yeah, right.
Okay. All right. So we're here because we are 14 days from an election where an oligarchy is taking charge. Again, an empire that has 800 military bases all over the world, that is bombing 7 countries, that has war in 5 countries. Does anyone know who those 5 countries are? I bet you know we're at war in Afghanistan. I bet you know we're at war in Iraq. I bet you know we're at war in Syria. Do you know that we're at war in Libya? Do you know that we're in war in Yemen? Do you know that we're at war in Somalia? Do you know that we are working with the Pakistani government to drone bomb in Pakistan? And when you bomb places, you kill innocent people. Peace is not profitable. And Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump and the Democrats and the Republicans are giving us more endless war, more global warming, more inequality gap, and more racial injustice. And we are on a college campus to talk about what's important for the young people, to stop endless wars.
I agree.
Thank you. To stop endless wars, to stop global warming, the inequality gap, and racial injustice. But it's your job, who are watching, to educate everyone, because mainstream media is not telling about the lies and people are dying. We need your help to tell the truth, because when you speak for truth and justice, you will always have people standing with you. Would you like to join us? Here you go. Stand right here. Would anyone else like to join us? Come on up here. Go ahead. Would you like to tell people what you're here for?
I'm here for Standing Rock. The only revolution right now that really matters is a revolution for clean water, for sacred land, and for the rights of indigenous peoples. It's a revolution happening in North Dakota. Everyone should go and support Standing Rock. And if you haven't heard about it, look up the hashtag #WaterIsLife. Look up Sacred Stone Camp, Red Warrior Camp. There are thousands of Native American people fighting for clean water right now in North Dakota. We just stand with them. Where's Hillary Clinton stand on this issue? Is she in favor of the Dakota Access Pipeline? She has not spoken on it in any way. And she's dodging the most important issue right now in America.
All right. Thank you very much. They have to hear, we want to hear their voices one more time. All right? Whoa. Okay. So again, can you talk loud as to why you're here?
We're here for LGBT rights, for like trans rights, and because we just want everyone to be equal, and we want people to use the right pronouns, and want equality for women. Equality for women. We just want all the real queer agenda to be spread, and all that.
So you were able to stand up and get us to protest so that the BBC from France could know. I would like to return the favor. What would you like me to stand up for?
Oh no.
What would you like me to start screaming from the steps so that people know what's important?
Definitely LGBT rights. I think that's one of the most prominent issues in our society today, and I think a lot more people need to be accepting.
Yeah. Like 1 in every 12 trans women of color are shot and killed every year. And that number is...
1 in what?
1 in 12.
1 in 12.
That's a lot.
Okay, so when I'm on stage, I'm going to talk about that for you guys. Because you're powerful voices.
Yeah.
And you're in high school. And I'm asking you people who are watching this to get out into the streets for these young people who are fighting for us. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right, I'm going to take a little break here. Obama. And I couldn't say that when I was a county commissioner. I can say that now because I'm not taking special interest money and I'm not beholden to the global corporate mafia. I'm beholden to the truth and justice. I'm not standing up here even asking you for your vote. I'm standing up here asking you, does anyone have any conviction left in the next 15 days? I'm standing up here saying, are we alive or are we asleep? I'm saying up here, how many people can really believe that they have blood-drenched hands? Because when you pay taxes, when you go ahead and vote for Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump or Michael Bennett or anyone who's an RRD, you're perpetuating endless wars. You're going to perpetuate global warming or environmental destruction, inequality gap, and racial injustice. And when I laid down on those steps yesterday, with my friends who I had just met, a former Army officer, served 18 years. Millennials who live in Washington State, Florida, Indiana, and Michigan. We laid down to be dead so that we could understand and show people what we're doing as activists, to wake up the hearts and the souls, because our souls are on fire. We need to act now, not after November 8th, not when Hillary Clinton gets elected and we could go to the inaugural and try to shut down the inaugural, because we've been gaslighted by mainstream media. This will not happen again. There won't be another Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders. If you're as old as me or older, we can tell you this is a historic election. We're fighting for truth and justice, and I want you to fight with me. Can I have those? So when Lily's done talking and the presidential candidates are done talking, we could do a direct action in the streets. We could do a lay down in Boulder tonight. We could all stand up for truth and justice. Because you know what, folks? They're not going to care. They're not going to care if you get arrested. This is a Stasi state, folks. I've been arrested in Hofstra. I've been arrested in the cemetery. They have mad security. We know this. But when are we going to wake up? When are we going to lay down? When are we going to represent the people that we've already killed? We can do this tonight. So if you want to do a direct action with me tonight, and there's more than 10 of you, we will lay down in the streets of Boulder, and on Real Progressive and other stations, we will show what mainstream media won't show, the truth. Thank you. Peace. Spread the love.
Well, my name is Lily Tang Williams, lilyforliberty.com. I'm running for U.S. Senate because I truly believe I am the best advocate for personal liberty, for small limited government, for economical freedom. I grew up in communist China for 24 years. I did not have choices of any kinds. I did not have a chance to vote. I did not have opportunity to eat the food I want to eat. We live on food ration coupons. And our home was wide open for anybody who wants to come in to inspect, make sure you are politically correct. No privacy. Private property and privacy were two foreign concepts to me. I lived like that way under Mao's Cultural Revolution for 10 years. I truly understand what the freedom means because I did not have any. If you hate endless wars, if you hate two-party duopoly, if you hate government abuse of power, intrusion of your privacy, and crony capitalism, then you should be like me, have a libertarian heart. All those problems you talk about are caused by big, unlimited government. Have you ever heard of small government going to all over the world, be world policemen? Have you heard of small government will come in, seize your private property without your consent, without due process? So I am the best candidate in this race for our constitutional republic, for personal freedom. I could not even wear my hair down growing up in China because you got to have government-approved hairstyles, and you got to sing the songs they want you to sing. You cannot talk about boys and girls, it's black politically correct. And they also tell you what kind of thoughts you should have. If you have incorrect political thoughts, you could go to prison. I have lived under tyranny. The reason I'm running for office, so can I have a platform to share my stories with all of you. How precious is freedom, and how precious you have a free country so far, but it's going down the wrong path. I want to use my stories to wake up all Americans. If you truly want freedom for your children, you want a peaceful world for your grandchildren, then you need to get involved now. You cannot just keep voting the same way. You cannot keep doing the same thing over and over again. Status quo wants you to vote the same old way. Establishment use fear-mongering to tell you how to vote. I always vote for best candidate. I don't need leaders. I can lead myself. I come to this country with $100 in my pocket. Could not speak English, $1,200 in debt to my American sponsor. I am American living dream today to run for US Senate, have my own business, working from home. How great is that? We still have the great country right now, but it's up to you to keep that way, to increase more freedom, not less freedom, to trust your fellow citizens to run their lives, to run their business, to educate their children, not up to government to come in to tell you, to control your life, to invade your privacy, to tell you what is the right way to behave. So please check me out, lilyforliberty.com. I'm hoping that you will send a powerful message to the less than 1% political elites. We no longer give you consent to run the country like you always do, to control our life like you always do. You want to tell them, we're supposed to give you the consent, what kind of power you should have. And you cannot infringe our rights. So please, vote different this year. This is third-party year. We have been kept out of debate, out of major press. But we are glad Free and Equal Election Tonight is hosting this event for the third-party candidates. This is our country. We cannot buy into the duopoly. Only 9% of people voted in the primary to vote for those two other candidates. Our majority people should be united and to send a powerful message this year. Take our country back. Thank you.
If you guys want to join me outside, stand up so I know who you are. Stand up who wants to fight for freedom and liberty and to end war. Would you like to join me, Lily, outside and stop the wars all over the world?
Well, I would love to stop the war. That's unnecessary war. Our Congress has failed to declare the war. If they want to fight the war, they have to declare the war first. But they're not doing their job. So we need to stop this senseless, expensive war. We are broke. We cannot pay for either.
Thank you. No one stood up. We got 3 people that stood up. We need 7 more. Thank you.
Keep standing, everybody. All right, and then give one more round of applause. He's ready to go outside and take charge.